Hey guys, welcome to the cartoon block. My name is Evan. Can somebody tell me why the Grim Reaper is, in a children's cartoon, a popular children's cartoon on top of that? Anyway, we're going to be drawing Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So get your pencils and paper ready, and let's get back here and start sketching. Alright, see you in a few seconds. Hi guys, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be drawing Grim from Billy and Mandy, or the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I think that's what it is, yeah. I have to ask my children. They know more about the show than I do. Starting out with Grim, his skull is kind of a oddball oval shape, and then we're going to do a triangle down below. That's his mug or his mullet or his mouth part, and let's go ahead and put his body in there. It's just a long what do you call it, a hood, a cloak, a dress, or whatever he has. His arm's gonna go out here, and let's see, let's put his other arm over here, and his hands would go, we'll just put a block there for a space for him, and the same with this hand over here. Alright, now getting to his face, let's go ahead and put in his eyes. Draw one low and one kind of high over here. Even though he's a skeleton, he has eyebrows. That's just so the artist can give him more facial expressions. His eyebrows are pretty simple, just streaks, that's all they are. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit closer while I'm working on him. That way you guys can get a good view of it. Back out just a little bit. Let's go in for his mouth. He has these pointed cheekbones just at the bottom of the circle. He has these like bags, if you want to call them that, if a skull can have that, under his eyes. I'll go ahead and blacken in his eyes and his nose, simple triangle, and his mouth starts from right here where his cheekbone is, and it curves down and goes to the edge, almost the edge of the triangle over here, and it comes up. I'll go ahead and point that off, and the top part of his mouth comes in and it kind of swoops out like that. Let's go ahead and put in just space for his teeth right there. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put his hood in here. His hood is pretty simple, just follow his outside line of his head. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll draw the outer part of the hood. It just follows the inner line, and for the back part, it kind of curves down right here. There we go. That's alright. Now moving on to his arms. Get his arms out there, and his hands. Alright, let's go ahead and do his thumb. Let's do like a center part for his hand, and all of his fingers are pretty much like just curved triangles. If you ever have a problem drawing fingers, just think of them like flat triangles, especially on a lot of cartoon characters. They're like that. And let's go ahead and give him, he has like 3 lines on the back of his hands. I guess that kind of represents his bones. And then 2 lines on each finger, including his thumb. Let's see here. Now do his other hand, and for this hand we're going to draw the inside of his sleeve. Let's do his thumb, pretty much, almost like a triangle here. and his fingers. They're not separated when he has them closed in a fist, so they're just these two little lines. And let's see here, his robe, he has these little small, move this up a little bit, he has this little small, I guess, rags at the bottom, about 2 or 3 of them. They're just little curves. Put those in there, and the same on the other side. I kind of do this kind of far away, so I'm gonna get my kneaded eraser and do it a little bit closer. There we go, that's much better. And the other one, other side, same way. Let's go ahead and keep my line flat here. And then his sickle. There we go. It's kind of like there. And just a pointed hook out there. One big blade. Alright. And let me go ahead and shade him in somewhat. I'll zoom back out so you guys can take a better look at it. There we go. Alright, so I'll shade in some of his hood. And his inner hood is red. Well, the inner part of his entire cloak is red. His sleeve. And if you want, go ahead and you can get another piece of paper and trace over this, over your drawing, or my drawing if you want. Feel free to go ahead and, you know, Xerox this page or copy it. And let's see here. And just trace over it, or take a screen capture. And I'm going to put a shine on his blade right here. Just a little light shading. And then just that one white streak in the middle. And there you have it. That's Grimm from Billy and Mandy's Grimm Adventures. Alright? Thanks for watching. I'm out, and I'll see you next time.